Cars Guys, JT here. Welcome back to the channel where all that matters is cars, guys. Hey, thanks for checking in. Last week's episode, Hello Zeus. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode, and thanks for checking back in. But now that you've been formally introduced to Zeus, moving right along. Hey, I didn't forget about you guys. I know you guys are always on the hunt for a great daily at a great price. Hunting for hoopties? Didn't forget about you guys. We're going to do that in one of the next uploads. So I just wanted to get that out there. Also, Matt MPG formally called myself and another YouTuber out and wanted to know my favorite road. I saw that late, and Matt MPG, I apologize for the late response, but just to answer you on that call out for my favorite road, I guess if you want to say my favorite bucket list roads, I got 3 of them. I got the Pacific Coast Highway, probably one of the most beautiful roads in the world. And for more sport and sure and pure adrenaline, I would love to drive on the Autobahn. And even more importantly, the Nürburgring. I'd love to take Zeus out on the Nürburgring just to see what it could do. But those are my 3 roads: the PCH, the Autobahn in Germany, and also in Germany, the Nürburgring. So there's my 3 roads. Moving right along, this week's episode, we're going to examine horsepower. Like the thumbnail said, we're going to go into the finer details and look at some of the grassroots concepts of horsepower. So stick around. I'm going to wipe off Zeus, and we're going to get him going, and we're going to go explore horsepower. We'll be right back. Hey, Cars Guys, we're in Zeus. Let's start her up and get on the road and find out what all this hubbub about horsepower is about. Oh, guys, I tell you what, every time you start this thing, it's like your blood pressure rises. You know what? You're right. The front of this thing is so low. Yeah, see you guys. Yeah, the neighbor came down and introduced himself. Great guy. When I first got Zeus, I was kind of tearing through the neighborhood, and his wife, she's sitting out on the landing of their driveway, and she says, she gives me the stink eye. She's like, really, dude? You know, this is a residential area. You know, we got kids, you know, with balls, and you know, so you know, I stood corrected. You know, you're not supposed to tear through these neighborhoods, guys. So all you Cars Guys out there, let that be a lesson to you. You know, kind of take it easy until you get on the back roads of Mexico or whatever other foreign country you're ripping up on. So that was my I got chastised a little bit, but it was all it was well deserved. So sorry about the poor quality of the audio, guys. I had the windows up or down. Let me put them up and put the AC on. Get a little AC going here. Ah, there we go. There we go. So, guys, let's talk about this whole horsepower thing. I hope you guys are getting the video. I just got a new GoPro windshield sticky thingy, and it took me forever to figure out all of the different contours and how to actually place it. So I got it on the windshield now. So hope you guys are getting this. But yeah, so we're talking about horsepower, guys. As you know, the Z06 has 650 horses. Well, let's think about that for a second. I don't know if you guys remember the westerns. I grew up watching movies, and some of the older movies movies obviously were westerns, and westerns were great. Well, the guys got around, the cowboys got around on, that's right, horseback. So if you think about it along those lines, each cowboy who was riding a horse had what? Exactly, 1 horsepower. So think about that for a second. These guys actually got from point A to point B on a horse. So I weigh about 210, give or take a few pounds, and I'm actually in a car that has 650 horses. You know, 170, 180 pounds. That's pretty fair amount of weight for a grown man back then. They didn't have Popeyes and Subway, so you would imagine weight to power ratio. I'm 210, give or take a couple pounds, and I'm in 650 horsepower. The guy back then on his horse, $170, $180, 1 horsepower, and they got around fine. I mean, if you look at some of the westerns, those horses were getting around pretty good, at a pretty good clip. So it just shows you how far we've gone from riding around on horseback with 1 horsepower to riding around in a 2015 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 that puts out about 650 of those things, 650 horsepower. So we're going to go up and I'm going to try to illustrate, give you guys a visual of what I'm talking about. So stay tuned, cars guys. This should get pretty interesting. See you in a little bit. Guys, guess what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to illustrate what I'm talking about when we talk about horsepower. And here is 1 horsepower. Let's loop around and see if we can get a closer look at what this whole horsepower thing is all about. So that's 1 horsepower, guys. So we're going to jump out of Zeus and get a closer look. Here's another buggy over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really?
How you doing? Cars Guys. So your name?
Tyler, man.
Nice meeting you, Tyler.
Yeah,
thanks for the compliment.
At first I thought this was a 16 because it was a similar shape and body.
Oh yeah, well it's a 15, and it's the actually they only did this Laguna Blue in 15 and 16, so it's a
Really?
pretty rare color.
So this is hardly the color now.
Yeah.
Can I have pics on it?
I'm sorry.
So I can take some pictures?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we're both into these cars.
And it's interesting because I'm actually doing an episode here and I'm talking about horsepower. So I wanted to come up and get an actual picture of a buggy with a horse, basically the equivalent of 1 horsepower as opposed to 650 horsepower. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love these old cars. Yeah, my dad has a 71 Camaro.
Does he?
Cool, man. Well, hey, it was nice meeting you. And you know what? Check out Cars Guys.
Yeah, I'll definitely look it up.
All right. Thanks, man. All right. Well, there you have it, guys. Cars Guys, while we're out here doing this whole horsepower thing. And I don't know if you guys saw in the background, while we were talking to this nice young guy over here, 2 buggies pulled up. So basically, guys, we're going to get a picture of this, and so we can kind of conceptualize, actually visualize what I'm talking about with all this horsepower stuff. So there you have Zeus in the background, sitting there with 650 of these. So that coach, this buggy, and this buggy here
So basically what you got here, guys, is you got 3 vehicles that total 3 horsepower. So just imagine this buggy here with 649 more of these pulling it. I mean, just the thought of that. 649 more horses pulling that buggy. I think it would get out of its own weight in, don't you? Yeah, I think it would be really, really quick. So there you have it, guys. There's the difference between 1 horsepower, 650 horsepower. Pretty cool. And these buggies actually get up and go. I mean, think about it. Essentially, that's all you really need. I mean, why do you need 650 horsepower? You don't really need that. So there you have it, guys. The whole horsepower thing. In a nutshell. Horsepower. 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 And jump back in Zeus, do some rolling footage, and back to the Cars Guys lab to wrap up horsepower. See you in a little bit. See you back at the Cars Guys lab. And there you guys go, real horsepower. I don't know about you guys, that real horsepower is nice, but I'll take the automotive equivalent any day. Oh man. And I'll see you guys back. Hey Cars Guys, welcome back to the Cars Guys Lab. Thanks for going along with me to actually get a closer look at actual horsepower. We were along in Zeus, riding around with his 650 horses, and we actually saw real horsepower, horse-drawn buggies with 1 horsepower. That's right. So thanks for hitting play, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. 1 lucky subscriber every month is what I want to watch. So if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell. And give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this week's episode and any other episode. And please, your comments are critical. I welcome all criticism, constructive or otherwise. This is the channel where all that matters is Cars Guys. So I'll see you in the next upload.